gonna do some prep to get us set up for the rest of the week with our meals. I've got some veggies I want to use up, some noodles I want to use up, but I don't really have a good broth, so we're gonna get that going tonight before we go to bed. So I got my the crock of my crock pot here. It'll go into the crock pot later. And we are going to, so I have saved a whole bunch of veggie scraps. Those are from just now. And so we are going to just like empty some of these veggie scraps that I have frozen over time into this. And I just use like kind of random freezer type bags. Like this was from Meatless Crispy Tenders. And I don't know how many of these little bags I'll be able to use. Probably like one more. So we use this one. It was walnuts at one point, not anymore. And we'll just put all that in there. Once it unfreezes a little bit, it'll fit in a little better. Oop. Onion skin. So like these were washed or rinsed or whatever, but now they're frozen. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna add water. I don't know how much water. I just like figure it out. I started with 4 cups because that's how much this holds. So we'll add another 4 cups. Just pour that on in. I think it can take 2 more cups. If I had a bigger crock pot, I could have thrown more veggie scraps in, but that's okay. We can make more broth another day. Okay, so we ended up with 10 cups. I think that'll be fine. Let's see. Not that. I'm just gonna, I don't want to stick my hand in half frozen veggie water. It's just cold. Break that up, or not break it up so much as just like try to get it all submerged. Okay, then what do I do for seasoning? Some people have like specific seasonings they like to do. I like to make mine a little more all-purpose. So just add, I'm gonna add, these are like pieces of bay leaf, that's okay. Like I'm gonna say 3 in there. And then the other thing I like to do is to just add like 1 spoon of my Better Than Bouillon base. So sometimes if I don't have any pre-made broth, I'll just use this in water and that'll make my broth. But, you know, this stuff is not cheap for sure, but I just kind of take, I don't know, like a spoonful and put it in here with the veggies. That's my seasoning. And, you know, it kind of, I don't know, stretches it, makes it go farther, helps season the veggies in a way that I like. And so I don't have to do all the other seasonings. You can. There's like literally, if you Google things on the internet, you will find every like possible flavor combination, like certain veggie combinations that people use. People not just use the scraps, they'll like cut up veggies and use that. I like to use the scraps since I was gonna get rid of them anyway. Then when I'm done with this, I can compost them. So it's like getting the most out of everything I can, which is good for me. So we will do that. We will put the lid on, we'll put it on the crock. We will let this go all night and then on low. Then tomorrow morning, at some point, I'll skim the veggies out and just be left, or strain the veggies out and just be left with the broth. And what I will do then is I will keep some aside for dinner tomorrow night, and with the rest of it, I will freeze it into like smaller portions. So like a cup portions probably, and I'll use probably jars since I have plenty of freezer space. And then that way, if I want to make a soup, I have broth. I can just pull it out the night before, let it defrost in the fridge, and use that for whatever I'm going to make. Or if I'm going to make a big thing of soup, I'll pull out as many of the jars as I need based on the number of cups of broth it requires, and I will have that. So let's get this on the crock so that I can get to bed. Oh, that's heavy. Water is heavy. I will tell you that. If you don't know that, try going backpacking with it, and then you'll really learn how heavy water is. Anyway, I still have a whole bunch of veggie scraps left. That's fine. We'll need to make more broth, that's for sure. All right, hope that helped. Or stay tuned and check out the next things that I'm gonna do to set myself up for the week. So what's next on the docket? My favorite, pasta salad. I made some the other day and had it for lunch yesterday and today, but I still have ingredients left for it, so I'm gonna make it more because I just love this pasta salad. I will leave the link below for those who are curious. So I have artichoke hearts, marinated. I got a carrot, it's like a pretty big carrot. And I got some really sorry celery, but it's fine. It'll get chopped up and it'll be just fine. And then I got pasta. I normally like to put a little red onion in there. I don't have red onion, I have regular onion, but I think it'll be fine without it. So just peel this up, slice it, slice this up, slice these up, put some pasta, cook it, put it in a bowl. I add some of this marinade, which is why this jar looks a little stained. It's vinegar, because I just poured some of this marinade into the pasta salad. I also used some olive oil and some balsamic vinegar. You could use any dressing you had at home. Like I said, I'll link the full video I did in the description. All right, I'm gonna get to work. Some other things that you could do with this pasta salad is you could put it over a bed of greens, which might be really nice, whether that's cabbage or spinach or some sort of like lettuce, whatever you prefer. Another thing that I might think about adding in a future version of this pasta salad is possibly having chickpeas thrown into the mix. I love chickpeas and think that they would be a beautiful addition to this salad. But once again, I will link the general instructions in that video for you in the description. So do you have something that you think would be a wonderful addition to this pasta salad? I would love to hear what that is, so go ahead and leave that in the comments for me. Okay, cool. So I just sliced up everything, got it in there. I'm gonna dump my pasta in. Cool, that's done. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil over top. That way the pasta doesn't stick, everything gets some nice flavor. It'll be great. I'm gonna stir this all together. You could use any kind of pasta. I'm gonna pour some of this marinade in there. Oops, got a big leaf of artichoke in there. Love that marinade. And I'm just gonna let this soak in overnight, and I'll add some more whatever I want to it in the morning, because a lot of the flavors will get absorbed in everything. Probably add some balsamic vinegar right before I eat it. And now I've got 2 days of lunch probably, so that's great. And so then the next thing I'm gonna do, I've got this chili that we made that then I put rice with it, and I just can't finish it in time. So I'm just going to, I cut a pepper in half, and I'm just going to stuff this in the pepper, and then I'm gonna freeze it. And then one night, I'll have stuffed peppers for dinner, or I could do it as a lunch. I'll just take it out of the freezer, let it defrost a little bit, and then bake it. hope these peppers are big enough. Whoop. It's okay. If I have some like vegan cheese, I might put that on top. If I don't, I won't put it on top. How's that? It won't fit. Dang it. Maybe I'll get a little bit of pepper. Maybe take this one. Oh yeah, it's got kind of a yucky spot, but maybe I'll cut it this way, make it a bowl, stick it in there also, and put this last little bit in there. I'll freeze it. This is a great way to eliminate food waste, prep some dinners for the future or a lunch for the future. My future self will thank me. Okay, we did it. We got our 3 little peppers in there. That'll actually make like a nice meal for me. So that'll go in the freezer. And we used up some of the peppers we needed to use up and the chili. Saving money, saving food, keeping it out of the landfill, keeping money in my wallet. And now I have to do my least favorite thing, and that is clean up. Gotta do the dishes. But my future self tomorrow, when I come into the kitchen to get ready for the day, my future self will thank me. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.